it just makes it a lot easier for me to kind of keep track of things as I go. I'm not losing. We had a situation in the past where we would lose. Where we were supposed to run a credit card or something like that, and it didn't get done, and then I don't find it for 6 weeks.
Now,
It's not a problem.
I've heard that quite a bit. Now, with that situation, I mean, how often was that? Like a weekly occurrence that would take place in, or is that like a one-off?
Well, I mean, it usually happens when you're busy. You're so busy. Because we manually. We don't have credit card machines out in the field. We don't have that ability. We have to run everything here in the office, so that means we get the numbers. We have to process them. We have limits per day that we have to deal with, so we have to keep track of that. Otherwise, banks put holds on credit cards. When you're running $20,000 or something like that in a day, they kind of want to take a second look at that. So we tend not to run those kind of numbers during the day. We spread them out over the week. And then that's when things can get lost.
Well, I certainly, being in the trade myself, we used to have customers that if we sent invoices to 6 weeks later or forgot to process their transaction, they can dispute it pretty easily. Now, what would you say your average transaction is on your credit cards?
Oh, I'd say on average, it's probably around $900 to $1,000.
Okay.
But that's because we sell a lot of equipment, so when you're talking averaging. But a good portion of those cards are under $100,
Sure.
But we do have some big sales in there, which brings those totals up quite a bit. When you're talking equipment and whatnot.
So, just let me ask you this. If you had one transaction that fell through the cracks per month, and you compare it to the price of VaZing, would you say you're making money?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, our bill is it's not that much, and we do quite a few calls.
Yeah. What's it, the cost of a few service calls?
I don't know, what's it, like under 50 cents or something like that?
Yeah.
Every time we do a work order? Can't beat that. That's great.
All right, Kevin. I appreciate your time.
Not a problem.
Thank you for thanks for the real look here at VaZing. It's definitely an uncut, raw version of how an HVAC company runs their business.
That's how the day goes.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Appreciate it. This is good stuff. Really.
Well, that's how it goes. It's not just sit here and just constantly enter stuff in. You have to stop, and you got to answer phones and deal with customers and deal with telemarketers. Get a lot of that. Those are a huge interruption during the day.
That's funny. All right, man. Well, thanks, man. Take it easy.
All right, Steve.
Bye, Kevin.
Take care.
We'll see you, Darren. Bye-bye. Thanks.